Hey everyone, Lance here, and I'm here with my buddy Keegan. Keegan is a stand-up comedian in the local circuit.
Hey, make some noise for yourselves for coming out. That's the one. There we go. Holy shit. Because I know it's hard coming out, right? Get out of town, gotta dress up and all that shit. Try being like me. When I get to town, I gotta make sure I'm not standing so close to a doorway. Otherwise, people start queuing up in front of me and handing me their IDs. Assuming I'm security. It's fucking brutal. Honestly. And like, I don't even know if it's because I'm a brown dude or just because I have the physique of a clenched fist. It's honestly not that funny. I've been busting my ass at the gym lately because I want to be one of those good-looking brown dudes, you know, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from The Fast and the Furious. It's not fucking working. I look more like The Rock from Rock, Paper, Scissors.
But with the COVID-19 lockdown, he's not able to do shows, and what better way to spend time than build a gaming PC? So this will be my first Ryzen build I've ever done, and I'll get Keegan to go through the parts he's chosen. So what have you got, Keegan?
So basically with this build, I was trying to go like mid-range, tricky to stay within your price range. Like, well, it's like any like dream build sort of thing. You always end up going way over. You're like, where do I cut corners? Stuff. So I decided to cut corners on like most aesthetic things. So I pretty much just got like a cardboard box with a nice graphics card.
What motherboard did you get? You got the MSI B450M-A Pro Max.
Yeah, it was pretty, this was all good, like, in terms of price. I got it, I think, 140 from PB Tech.
To go with that motherboard, we have a Ryzen 5 3600 and
no X.
No X. So why did you pick this CPU, Keegan?
I think that it kind of fit pretty well within my price range. I got that for 400 because I decided to get it from Computer Lounge. No shout out there. They marked it up $60 from PB Tech because that was the other tricky thing in lockdown. I was trying to see what I could actually get shipped ASAP. So I ended up waiting like 2 weeks for a lot of the parts. And then, although it was like a $10 price increase to get the 3600X, when you look at the performance online, all the benchmarks and stuff, it just wasn't worth it. Well, like a 5% increase on...
Pretty small increase. He can potentially sort of have an upgrade path in the future if he needed or wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I think that's important, like looking like, all right, I can maybe cut some corners here, then in the future, because my goal is eventually from this to move into like streaming and stuff. So then I thought maybe if I cut a couple corners and get the Ryzen 5, I can look at something a bit more powerful in the future. Yeah,
exactly. For RAM,
got a buddy steel.
Patriot Signature Line Premium, 16 gigabyte kit, 2666 speeds. We did some research and it seems the general consensus with most people is 2666 is kind of the sweet spot for price to performance. So that's what we went with. I think you got this kit for about 120 bucks, right?
120, yeah.
120 for a 16 gigabyte kit.
What was the site? It's a New Zealand site.
Tech World, and the website.
Shout out to Tech World.
The website looks like it's made in Microsoft Paint. There's basically no product pictures. Seem pretty dodgy, but I have bought stuff from them before.
I don't answer on your word for that, and to be honest, they were very fast with shipping and everything.
Next, a 500 gigabyte Crucial NVMe M.2 SSD drive. Also, I should mention Keegan's never built a PC before. He's been playing Warzone on an Xbox.
Oh, it's brutal.
So he's moving to the PC Master Race. Seems to be becoming a common theme. I'm going to show Keegan how to build his first machine. Basically like Lego these days, really, anyway.
Oh yeah, I am pretty just not onto it in terms of like tech in general. Like I keep up with the news and stuff. If you're thinking about it, definitely go for it. Like, building your own PC.
Yeah, definitely.
It's pretty straightforward. There's so much information out there.
For power supply, Keegan got an EVGA 600 GQ, which is 80 plus gold rated 600 watt power supply. Should we do the case?
Yep. Case again, I went for the Phanteks Eclipse P300.
Just fits in frame.
Yep.
Is it black or is it white?
I think it's the black.
Oh yeah, black. Yeah, black.
Yeah, black. Yeah. So I got that $92 from PB Tech.
$92, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So that was all good to it. So cases, they look fucking. Oh, sorry. They look mean, but you know, I was like, it's one of those things where it's not gonna help any. It's not nothing aesthetic I'm looking for here. Just no performance increase. So it's like, let's just go for the baseline that's gonna work.
Yeah, basically all the money Keegan put in was just for performance. Anything that wasn't performance related was secondary. So obviously, Phanteks make real mean cases, and this is still a really nice case, but he didn't need anything super fancy. Of course, to a certain degree, cases will help performance because of airflow, but this case has a massive mesh front, and that of course lends itself really well to good cooling, of course. Big mesh front on it, you can kind of see through it. It's got fan grill on the top with a dust filter. Is it glass? Or is it?
Tempered glass.
Yeah, tempered glass front. $92 for a case with a basement. Tempered glass side panel is pretty good deal, to be honest.
Yeah, the other thing I wasn't thinking about, because I am starting fresh, I had to get peripherals, little things like headset, keyboard, mouse and stuff. I just didn't really think, and then you're sitting there and you're like, alright, should I cut some corners here? And it's like, things like, I got Razer Kraken X for $100.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
so
it's fine, it'll do for now.
It's plastic construction. It's a good headset, but it's pretty flimsy.
Yeah.
But still, for the price you pay, it
feels nice.
Yeah.
Plastic build, but then you're like, when you stretch it a bit, you're like, oh, this is one Warzone Rage away from just snapping to pieces.
Yeah.
But it does feel nice.
Yeah.
And mouse, I just got a cheap mouse. I got the Logitech G302, I think, wireless. I'm like, wireless should be mean by now. And forget piss, I'm just throwing my mouse across the room. Yeah, and then I got a HyperX Alloy something keyboard. I think it was like $70 from Mighty Ape as well. On my monitor, which was a 165 hertz. Can't remember the brand, but I just plugged it in and used my Xbox on it.
Was it that Samsung?
No.
Not the one you linked me, different one?
Yeah, something else.
Yeah.
And mouse pad.
Yeah.
Little things like that, like a mouse pad I didn't have. So I'm like, that's an extra, $50 for a Logitech mouse pad. Ethernet cable, extra long Ethernet cable.
Yeah, so the motherboard doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi or Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So we've obviously wired peripherals. Oh, you got the wireless mouse, but that's got a little dongle.
Yeah.
We've got one more part to talk about.
Yeah.
So this is
the most thought went into this.
Yeah, most exciting, most
and the most
thought.
like backtracking. It's like, all right, let's get a nice grab. Oh no, let's get a cheap one that works. Oh, this has a good price to performance ratio.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, maybe I'll splash a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Oh, the super or the regular.
So we went with the GeForce Gigabyte RTX 2070 Super.
The good thing about the jump up to the 1080 Ti from there is that jump is so big, and you're like, I'm not willing to splash. You know, a couple of things you're like, maybe extra $10 and get a bit better performance or something that looks a bit nicer aesthetically. But then I was like, that jump is just too much. I'm probably not going to need a 1080 Ti just yet.
Yeah. Was it the 1080 or the 2080?
2080.
2080.
Sorry.
Yeah. The price difference here is huge. Like, it's over $2,000 for a 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
And it's about $1,500 for a 2080. So it's, I mean, price to performance, this just seems like the logical choice.
You reach a point sometimes where you're like, just go with that. You had your eye on that at the start.
Yeah. I mean, you can overwhelm yourself, obviously. So it's kind of good to be sort of strict on yourself on your budget, because of course with like motherboards, it's like, oh, I can pay $10 more and I can get this or that, or it's only $30 more for Wi-Fi, and then all of a sudden you're buying an $800-900 motherboard, and that's half your budget gone right there. Did you want to open it up? Do the honors?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, yeah. In that little folder, put your documents in there.
Yeah, I was going to
Business meeting. Does anyone even need CDs to install drivers? Did you buy your CD drive?
Yeah,
Bro, you can't.
My monitor came with a disc, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this.
Bro, you can't use this without installing this.
This is Walkman only.
Yeah. It's just a mixtape from the guy that quality checked the graphics
from
card.
DJ Gigabyte.
Ooh, look at that. That's a beast. So let's get it built. The quicker we get it done.
The other thing was, like I said, I was trying to cut corners with like aesthetics and stuff. But on the way here, about half an hour out from before we were gonna try and build this, I was like, I should have splashed a little bit extra cash so it looks a bit nicer.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna end up with just a
so this
with a cellophane over it and just
So yeah, this is just black. Doesn't look like it has any RGB lighting on it.
Yeah.
The motherboard's black. It's got a black PCB, and we are using just the stock Ryzen cooler. I mean, if Keegan wanted a bit of color and RGB, he could go with the $30 thermal take cooler that we used in Amy's PC in the last video. That would be another option too. I mean, you can always put an LED light strip. I mean, AliExpress is delivering to New Zealand again.
yeah.
$2.
Like we checked these because I got all these parts off Wish.
Yeah.
Grab this guy by the open up. Ah, a dildo.
Yeah. So you want to take the motherboard out of the box. Might have some goodies. It's just got a plain silver backplate, nothing flash. So you keep the box handy, and then what you want to do is basically just assemble it on top of here. For the CPU, you basically see that lever by the socket. You need to pull that back a little bit and lift it up. Yeah. And then when you get the CPU out, there should be a little notch. I believe that gold goes up there.
Yep.
You don't want to like push it down, just sort of wiggle it side to side, make sure it goes down. Also, never been a fan of pin grid array over the LGA socket that Intel has. Yep, cool. So now grab the cooler out of the box. Basically take these off. And there should be a metal plate on the back that'll screw into. I told Keegan he should start Twitch streaming comedy night on Steam.
I had a jam on that, but it got a bit weird. You want to just be like, no, I'm an actual comedian.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't find this funny, but trust me.
Trust me, it's my job. So probably that way, I reckon. Then just get them all so they're just kind of bottomed out.
If my dad owns an engineering company.
Yeah.
If my dad just saw how long it took me to screw in a fan.
So we need to plug the fan in. One thing I like that they actually do with this cooler that I've never seen mentioned on any other tech YouTube video or anything is that there's actually a little bit you can tuck the cable under. Whether it's designed for that or not, I don't know. Boom. Cable managed. So you can see the CPU fan cable's just sort of tucked up under there. Next, I would say you want to put the RAM in. Just ram it in there.
That's what she said.
Just ugh. No more of that.
Or he.
2020.
2020.
Just go sort of firm-ish and it'll click. Yep, cool.
Solid.
It's actually quite nice looking RAM. The heatsink on it doesn't have any flashy RGB on it or anything, but I mean, effectively that is a PC.
Solid.
Sweet, see you guys next time. Jokes. Yeah.
So feeling sunburn off, but what would I know about that? Should have got some RGBs.
Wait until you see it.
I put some cool stickers on.
We'll buy some RGB.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. It's the weekend.
Or just a label, a printed label, RGB.
Yeah. So I would probably lay it flat on the desk and stand up over it. Show it who's boss. Don't need a firm push to. Yeah. Sweet. Whoa! Ski. Down towards, like it's swooping down into it.
Yep.
And then you should see like the screw holes.
Alright, game time.
Game time. big boy parts. So you'll need to take some of those covers off at the back.
Yeah.
The fans will go facing down. So yeah, the back plate will be up.
Yeah, do you want to double check?
Yeah, looks good. Then you just put a couple of these back in.
I like the all black.
Yeah, the all black looks mean. Tough. It's got a good little channel at the back there for like cable management, which is kind of cool. Like heaps of space through there. Yeah. Then you just basically screw it in from the back. That's basically the front done, man. Move some of this. Now it's just cable managing the back.
Yeah. 4 days later.
Yeah. Keegan's built his first PC. It's basically ready to be fired up. We can plug it in, turn it on, see how it goes. Our cable management came out pretty decently. What a mish. What a mish, yeah. This motherboard only had 2 fan headers on it, so I gave Keegan this little fan controller I have, and then we just popped a couple of Corsair fans that I had laying around in the front, just so he's got better cooling. 2 intake, 1 exhaust to create positive pressure in the case. Try and keep as much dust out as we can.
Moment of truth.
Let's go.
You play Maple Speaker?
Yeah. I wouldn't call it playing. That's real life.
Yeah, that's the Bible. It's actually me.
Hard. So,
my dad had Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
And I used to jam, but I never knew how to take off, so I just used to like
Drive on the
taxi
ground.
around Auckland International. And then I figured out there's some missions where you can just start in there and just get crashing.
Not enough thrust.
Who knows?
Moment of truth. You want to do it?
You did honest, bro. The LED's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're back.
We're back in action. It's got a little LED down the bottom here, and we have signs of life.
There's a shoddy connection on the LED.
Yeah, there was a bit of a shoddy connection on the LED. It's connected to the front panel up top. Looks pretty sleek, nice and stealth with the just all black and grey. You ready to do this? We've got Windows and all the drivers all installed, and we've just been running some synthetic benchmarks. So we've run Valley benchmark, and that's on ultra settings with 8x MSAA, and we got a score of 5,285 with an average FPS of 126.3. So we also ran Cinebench R20 for the CPU, and we have that down here with a CPU score of 3,601, and we also have a Firestrike Ultra score of 6,113. So graphics test 1 with an average of 33.67 FPS and 21.16. It sounds low. This is at 4K, so it's actually quite a decent score when we compare it to other systems online. While we wait for COD Warzone to finish downloading, we thought we would just finish off the video. Keegan is probably pretty excited.
I'm stoked. I'm worried that the PC is going to be too good and I'm not going to live up to it. No excuses on CS now.
Yeah.
No Xbox excuses. I'll keep one of these handy. If I die, I'll just be like, oh sorry bro, controller guy. Console bro, sorry. Nah, it's breaking.
Yeah. But we both agreed that basically no lighting in the machine other than that tiny little LED in the bottom it actually looks super sleek just with the black, grey, and
maybe even a white 2070 Super. That could have looked alright in this. Like the whole thing's just black and white pretty much. I think if I go with RGBs, then I want to keep it something real simple.
Yeah.
Because I like the black and white look, so just the white cable extensions could be pretty good, and then maybe something on the bottom. I think just one solid, like really bright white light.
Yeah.
Might feel good.
Or even like a black, white, and grey set of cable extensions, and then
Matches my car.
Yeah.
My outlook on life.
Yeah.
Pretty dark. Black and white.
But it's super sleek, just subtle lighting and subtle accenting would look sick. I'm super envious of the machine, man. The glass side panel, I mean, I know it's pretty standard now, but I'm used to just the acrylic, and my case is all scratched up. And just performance-wise, the 2070 Super, I mean, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous, man.
It's gonna be fun next couple weeks, I guess. Or as long as this lasts. But the only thing I'm worried about is actually having to live up to the thing. I'm just like, oh, shit, I better be mean now.
Yeah. I mean, you better scroll Facebook fast.
Yeah, and I think like RGBs, you're like, I don't know. Sometimes it's from like I like that it looks like this, like pretty not plain, like real basic color scheme, but with a couple of RGBs, like if I splashed it, it might have been more good.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always add that stuff later. You can get a cooler, get some LED strips and little bits and pieces here and there, some underglow lighting, if you wanted. Heaps of options to just make it your own. But I think it's just sort of stealth now. It looks sick.
Closing thoughts.
What did you think of building your first PC?
Well, firstly, thank God you were here to help. Because the way I saw it is like, I thought that there's so much information on YouTube, so many tutorials are like pretty straightforward, but like obviously there's little things that you don't encounter that you're gonna run into. Yeah. Like the fan the wrong way, cabling, made it look pretty neat at the back.
That's the bit we spend the most time on, was the cable management, really.
Yeah.
It's just getting that looking tidy and presentable, even though no one's even going to see it because it's inside the back panel.
Yeah, I want to say like I cut a lot of corners with little things for cost, but then I splashed in other areas. Yeah. So then like, I'm right below that, like even on the graphics test you can see I'm like right below that 2080 Ti, which is just a huge price jump, which I don't mind. It's like, I'm not willing to make that price jump. Yeah. Nah,
you'll be blown away once you start actually gaming on it, because I mean, games are just so big. We only really had time to download synthetic benchmarks, but let's see. It's what even is the time? It's not super late.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. We started at 7 p.m. That's not bad. Start to finish with Windows installed and starting to get games installed.
That was amazing.
Yeah, getting Windows installed. I'm pretty proficient at it now.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
Yeah. But not much to say. You want to plug yourself?
Oh yeah, check out the Notorious Keegan G on Facebook, or Notorious Keegan _G on my Instagram. Otherwise, come to a show at the Classic, hit me up, I'll get up some tickets. Mention Lance's room or whatever.
Yeah, I'll put some links down below to everything. Of course, my socials will be down there, and like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. Maybe when Keegan adds a few more bits and pieces, we'll do some more videos if you guys like him.
Yeah, for sure.
If not, too bad. He'll be back. And thanks for watching, guys.
Sweet. Cheers.
Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Oh, Rona.
Stop the virus.